everybody, and welcome back to Seduce Me. Now, we're going to be going after one of the girls' routes, which of course is going to be Naomi. Now, seeing as we got a lot of stuff in between that has nothing to do with the character we're after, I'm going to be cutting some scenes out and fast forwarding a bit for you guys. You won't see that. You'll just see everything that has to do with Naomi. We're going to be starting off where the romance route with Naomi and Suzu does begin. You can get points before when the game first starts. But the first time you actually get to interact with the girls is when you're given the choice if you want to go out with Suzu and Naomi or if you want to stay in the house and help the boys. So what we're going to do, we're going to go out with the girls and we're going to go with our wonderful lady, Naomi, and find out more about what is going on with her out. So let's begin. I'll go out with Suzu and Naomi.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I trust these guys to be able to work everything out.
Thank you for trusting us, miss.
On Sam's face, he's like, whatever.
We'll have everything done for you by the time you return home.
All right, we'll wait here while you go get your things.
I was strangely relieved to know that everything was going to be okay while I was gone from the house. I trusted the guys enough to do everything they could for this house party, so my mind focused itself on hanging out with my friends. Eventually, I was out the door, walking towards Naomi's car with Naomi and Suzu. Suzu grabbed the entire back seat as I took the passenger side. Naomi started the car and drove off towards the city. It was nice driving out with my friends after all that had happened. It was good to just go and forget my troubles. Also, where are they? Why is like the interior of the car massive and then you got like these two tiny characters in here?
Well, since we got you out of the house, we might as well go to the mall and walk around a bit. We did just eat breakfast after all.
Yeah, that was a good meal though.
Could have had more flavor in my opinion. Suzu, you eat chili peppers when you're bored. Everything you eat always needs more flavor.
I still can't get over that, Suzu.
You never eat spicy things, Anderson. You don't know how it feels.
Anyways, after the mall, what do you want to do? We could go to the Pink Lady Cafe and chill out with Kay. I'm sure she'd love the company.
Oh, the mysterious Kay. How can we pass up an opportunity to go see the mysterious Kay, who we've yet to find out more about?
But we have to stop by the arcade. They have this new game out called Orion. You get to control this guy named Isaku, and you're part of the rebel forces, and you get to shoot things, and there's robots, and...
Sheesh, we get it, Suzu, we get it. We'll go to the arcade.
Which one first, though? You know how popular Kay is. She'll be swamped with customers later in the day.
I'd rather go in the late afternoon. She has better options during the last hour of the cafe.
So basically after the arcade?
You figured me out so quickly, Patterson.
What did I tell you about using my last name?
Well, let's go to the cafe. We hit the mall and walked around a bit, as we planned, before driving over to the Pink Lady Cafe. It was a small home-style cafe with a lot of pink. Hence the name Pink Lady Cafe. And when I said a lot of pink, I mean a lot of pink. Hi there, Kay. The cafe was crowded, but we definitely caught Kay's attention as we walked in.
Hey girls, hey! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you! Have a seat, I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
And there she is, as busy as usual.
Yep.
Told you we should have gone to the arcade first.
Naomi glared at Suzu before leading us to a table to sit at. Suzu sat across from me as Naomi sat to my side. After a couple of seconds of settling into our seats, Kay slid into the empty full seat with a smile.
So, how's everything been?
Crazy.
Life's always crazy with you. But I can tell Suzu's not happy to be here. That kind of breaks my heart, you know.
Suzu smirked and gently punched Kay in the shoulder, making Kay laugh. Naomi and I chuckled at the sight. Kay and Suzu were like sisters, wild and crazy. However, Kay didn't have any known relatives, so it was always nice to see her connected with Suzu.
How about you, Naomi? Have you figured out your problems?
No, and now's not the time to talk about them, Kay.
Naomi keeping secrets from us? That's a first.
She holds more than secrets, I'll tell you that much.
You guys!
Aww. Don't worry about it, Naomi. You can tell us on your own time. Naomi stared at me briefly before smiling in relief and happiness.
Thanks.
Kate giggled. Suzu rolled her eyes and groaned. Eventually, the four of us just started to chat and talk about random events that happened to us. I decided to not speak about the boys and just focus on school. Truly, though, it was relaxing to feel somewhat human again, without thinking about the incubi or anything of that sort. Simply, young adult problems were already enough for me to handle. We eventually lost track of time and wound up staying longer than we expected, making us unable to stop at the arcade before going home to dress for the housewarming party. Kay, as much as she wanted to come, had other plans, but wished us the best. Okay, so at this point, we've skipped the party and our first confrontation with Malix. And the boys were training outside and we decided to just go back and get some food and go to our room. Now we get an option to decide what we want to do and where we're going to go. So we're going to now decide to go to the Pink Lady Cafe for the next scene. I arrived at the cafe, ready to relax. I didn't want to be stuck at home on Sunday. Besides, the cafe always had something new to drink, no matter how often you came. I entered the double doors and looked around. Not many people were in, and Kay doesn't seem to be working today. Oh well, she can't always be working. I made my way to the pastry bar and took a look at what the cafe had to offer that day. There was also something new now, no matter when you came, which is what kept people coming, myself included. As I browsed through the lights, my mouth began to water. I had just eaten earlier, but the cafe's pastry always looks good enough to tease your appetite back into a hungry state. Both the smell and the look of each dessert was carefully crafted to appetize. You didn't regret buying one and biting into it. I finally made a selection and headed to the cash register to purchase my treat.
What can I get for you?
Hello. Hi, I'll take a couple of chocolates and raspberry margarines and a pink lady latte, please.
Coming right up.
Who's she? Lily was Kay's assistant, who mainly said to the cafe's finances and computer work. However, when Kay wasn't in, Lily took over, becoming the face behind the cash register, who gave you what you needed. Lily, where's Kay?
Kay had to fly out to New York suddenly. She said it has something to do with delivering something special to someone. I'm not too clear on the details.
Okay. Okay, sounds like fun. Wish I could go to New York.
Don't we all? Here you are. Enjoy.
Thank you. I took my order to a far corner table and got comfy. The pink lady latte was a cafe special that everyone adored. It was a normal latte with a very subtle raspberry flavour. The foam was pink too. Before I could indulge, however, a voice stopped me.
Oh, hey!
Hi, Naomi! I looked up to see Naomi enter the cafe with a smile towards me. I smiled back, not expecting to see her. Hi, Naomi!
Mind if I join you?
Sure, come on. Not at all. Naomi nodded before quickly getting herself a coffee cake slice and a latte and joining my table.
I've been wanting to try their latte for a while. Is it any good?
Mm-hmm. I like it. It has a nice raspberry flavor. Naomi gently blew over a latte to cool it before sipping it, smiling at the taste.
This does taste good. I'll have to get this from now on. The raspberry is a really nice compliment with the coffee.
We're talking coffee! I giggled. Naomi loved food when it wasn't made in the school cafeteria. She wanted to own a restaurant one day, but always focused on studying the business side. Naomi had natural cooking skills that made grandmothers seem like novices at making you amazing food. You should get macaronis next time with it. The raspberry macaronis definitely brings out the flavor in the latte.
I should.
Naomi slowly grew a look of thought on her face as she stared into her latte, probably thinking about food again. It was during these moments that I got to see a simple, almost beautiful side of Naomi. She was very small, smaller than me. However, she always held that seriousness very close to passion, dedicating her heart to a dream. It was infallible. I sipped my latte and ate a macaroon before speaking and breaking her thoughts. Thanks, by the way, for coming to my impromptu party. I know it was last minute and all. Naomi broke away from looking at her drink to look up at me in surprise, then with a smile.
It was my pleasure, really. I mean, our pleasure. Suzu came too, and all.
Naomi blushed a bit before clearing her throat and taking a sip of a latte. Then she looked at me with a slight frown.
But hey, how are you holding up from that? I'm sure meeting all those business people was tiring.
It wasn't anything I couldn't handle. It was just the suddenness of it that tired me out.
Well, I'm sure you did great. It was a great party. The food was amazing.
It was amazing. I slowly began to remember the party, remembering how I felt alone throughout it. I wanted to be with my friends, but I had to put on my business out to impress my guests and my father. Did I try too hard? It was supposed to be a simple party, but it felt like a job interview. But I got too deep in my thought. I felt a hand gently cover mine. I refocused my thoughts, realizing Naomi gently holding my hand.
Hey, I know that look. You're about to overthink it. Don't. You did great. I'm sure of it.
Oh. I stared at Naomi, unsurprised that she caught my thoughts, and happy to know that she cared. Thanks, Naomi. Naomi smiled and blushed, giving a small nod. She was absolutely adorable when she smiled like that. I don't know how, but her smile was able to make the room lighter. Aww. Naomi then pulled her hand away, placing it back on her latte with her other hand and cupping the mug and sipping her drink. Naomi licked her lips and let out a sigh.
This is really nice. A relaxing Sunday afternoon at a cafe.
Should I? I so want to say it. It's almost like a date. All of a sudden, Naomi's face turned pink as she looked at me, confused. I tilted my head and gave her a quizzical look. Naomi, I'm right, you're turning red. Naomi must have snapped out of a trance. She found herself and tried to calm down from whatever was on her mind.
No, I'm fine. Really. Just a little warm, that's all.
You're not fooling me, sweetie. Naomi brought her latte up to her mouth and began to drink, practically chugging it down. It was actually kind of cute how flustered she got from a simple statement. Oh, poor Naomi. Oh. I giggled quietly to myself before sipping on my latte. Poor Naomi. I flustered the poor thing. Naomi and I eventually lost track of time and wound up chatting until the late afternoon when the calf wasn't hopping? Alright. Lily would join us and we'd talk about silly things like TV shows or movies.
Oh, wow. It's getting late. I gotta get home or my mom will flip.
Fair enough. Oh, okay.
Would you like a ride home?
Obviously, because I can't get home otherwise. That would be great, thanks. We quickly headed out with Naomi driving me home. It was nice to be alone with her rather than have the explosive Suzu around. I preferred Naomi's calm logic anyway. The remainder of the night passed by, surprising and uneventful. The boys continued to train with each other, but were kind enough to stop and make me dinner. I was glad for that. And surprisingly, the food was perfect, but it felt empty without the boys to eat with me. They most likely had already eaten, but still I felt lonely. I couldn't let it bother me. I had to went back to my room to study and sleep. Surprisingly, I felt good going to bed that night. I felt like I could have had a peaceful night's sleep after the previous rough nights I had.